solve, 2/3 x squared is equal to 3/2. 2/3 x squared is equal to 3/2. When I have fractions, the first thing I want to do is to clear those fractions in order to get to whole numbers. And that is when you have an equation with fractions. So I have an equation that has fractions, so I'm going to clear the fractions. The way I clear the fractions is to multiply both members by the least common denominator. There is no such thing as the greatest common denominator. But to multiply both terms by the least common denominator, which is 6. The least common denominator between 3 and 2 is 6. So multiply the left side by 6. And also multiply the right side by 6. Now 6 times 2/3 is going to be 4. So 6 times 2/3 x is 4x squared. 6 times 3/2 is going to be 9. 6 times 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2 is 9. Or, of course, you can reduce before you multiply, saying 2 going to 2, 1, 2 going to 6, 3. 3 times 3 is 9. Of course, on this side, I say 3 going to 3, 1, 3 going to 6, 2. 2 times 2 is 4. So the first step is to clear the fractions. Now I need to put it with the right member being 0. So to do that, I need to subtract 9 from both sides. So I get 4x squared minus 9 is equal to 0. So the first step was to put in standard form. So it took me a while to get in standard form. The second step is to completely factor the left member. Well, notice this is the difference of two squares. So I factor by the formula for the difference of two squares, and I get 2x minus 3 times 2x plus 3. So this will be step 2. Step 3 is when I set each factor equal to 0. 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. Step 4 is when I solve the equation. Well, to solve 2x minus 3 is equal to 0, I first of all add 3 to both sides. That gives me 2x is equal to 3. Now divide by 2. And I get x is 3/2. Here we have 2x plus 3 is equal to 0. So I add negative 3 to both sides, which gives me 2x is equal to negative 3. Now I divide both sides by 2 to get x is negative 3/2. Now it's time for you to do some exercises. As I read these exercises, be sure to copy them down on your paper. I'm going to read them slowly, so make sure you keep up with me and copy them as I read them. The first one, x squared minus 4x equals 5. The second one, 4x squared minus 5x is equal to 0. The third one, 3x cubed plus 5x squared equals 2x. Now look up on the screen and make sure you copied the problems correctly. Now I want you to stop the tape and do the problems. Once you have completed the problems, restart the tape to compare answers. Now I'm going to give you the answers. For the first one, x is 5 and x is -1. For the second one, x is 0 and x is 5/4. Now notice for the first one, the largest exponent is 2, so therefore we expect two answers. We got two answers, 5 and -1. For the second one, the largest exponent is 2, therefore we expect two answers. We have two answers, 0 and 5/4. Now for the third one, the largest exponent is 3, so therefore we expect three answers. If you did not get three answers for the third one, stop the tape now and go back and see if you can find an error. Make sure you do indeed have three answers. The three answers to the third one are x is equal to 0, x is equal to 1/3, and x is equal to -2. If you disagree with any of these answers, be sure to check with someone.